Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, my people. Good evening, my people. Sorry for keeping you waiting for so long. Welcome, 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 welcome to another class in the 5 day copywriting challenge with Boss Uzi. I'm so delighted to have everyone on ground. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How has your day been so far? How has your day been so far? With all due respect, will there be another chance for those who have not submitted? The people that have not submitted their assignment, I don't even know. Like, I gave you guys a timeline. I've been shouting it since morning that I'm going to. I don't, I don't know why you've not submitted. I don't think there'll be a timeline, no, because I think there was a 1 hour window. But nevertheless, let's see how things go eventually. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to today's class. Today we are going to be learning about portfolios. Today we are going to be learning about portfolios. Please, if you can hear me in the comment section, just type Boss Uzi, I can hear you. Just type Boss Uzi, I can hear you. Loud and clear, let me also know. If I'm not loud like before, let me also know so that I can adjust anything that is not making it loud. So thank you so much, guys, for being so diligent from day one till this point. Today is going to be one of the days that you would appreciate. Today is a practical session, and just like we did yesterday, we shared my screen, and I did a lot of practical, even though I was not able to complete it. But I think that chapter is going to be reopened again in a very good day. But today we want to focus on how to craft a compelling portfolio so that your clients will see you worthy to give you job, because job doesn't come free. Yeah, job is a ripple effect of how good you are. So let's go straight to the point. Now, I want to ask everybody a question. If you had a hospital, I want to ask you a question. If you had a hospital, are you going to employ someone that is without training and somebody that you don't know whether the person can actually do that work or not? If you, like, God, I don't even want to say this, but there was something that happened yesterday, but like if you have a hospital, and you're employing surgeons, will you employ someone that has never really done the work before? Put it in the comment section. Let me know. Put it in the comment section. Are you going to employ someone that has not done the work just because the person is readily available? Person said, I am ready to work. I am ready to show commitment and all. Give you all my strength. Give you all my life. Will you employ that person because the person is ready to work, or you're going to find somebody that is diligent? Which one are you going to do? That is how copywriting is. So I want to ask you, if you're not going to employ the person that is ready to work, so why are you going to expect somebody to employ you when you're not good enough? Eh? Why would you expect somebody to employ you when you are not good enough? Oh, all right. So that is the game, yeah. So in copywriting, regardless of, in copywriting, you must be good. So let's go into today's class properly. Now, the truth is that without proof of work, you are not going to get premium jobs. Nobody's going to employ you when you don't have proof. Nobody's going to give you a job when you don't have proof. So you need to have proof so that you can get what premium job. And how can you have proof? I've highlighted 6 ways that we are going to be working on today. We're going to be demystifying 6 ways for you to build your portfolio. The first one is, how many of you even read? How many of you even went through today's class? Today's class. How many of you went through today's class? How many of you went through today's class? Today's class was, I talked about this, but how many of you went through today's class? Yes. So today we are going to be talking about, 6 ways, 6 ways to build your portfolio. And the first one is doing free jobs. The first one is doing free jobs. Welcome everybody once again, and I want to use this opportunity to welcome everyone that is just joining. Please, if you have not liked this video, thank you so much, Livinus Chimezie, for liking. If you have not liked this video, just like. If you have not subscribed to the channel, just subscribe as well. I'm supposed to remind some people that we are live, but let us just keep going. Maybe let me see whether they will join by themselves. So when I started out as a copywriter on this piece, there was something that happened. you know, I did not know how to get job online. the truth is that many people have these copywriting skills, but they are not getting paid. They're not getting jobs online. And the problem is, it's not that they are not jobs, it's just that you don't know how to get them. You don't know the strategy. You know that landing a job is a sales strategy as well. So you need to be very meticulous and sharp. You need to be very sensible when you want to land a job. So I'm going to tell you how I did my own when I was starting. When I was starting, I was just a very young guy who just needed to make some money, grew up in a very, very humbling home. So there was one guy that was, teaching people affiliate marketing, just like me. He opened a group and people joined the group. And that is where, after he gives them free value, he sells his affiliate marketing program. So, he was just being so fast. He will open group, sell a bit, go to another group, sell a bit. He did not understand what they call selling. He didn't really understand selling so much. He just had money, pump it in Facebook ads, get people in the group, make some sales, open another group. But me that understood copywriting, I now said that people will, before people buy your affiliate marketing products, you need to actually show them these products at least 8 good times before they can make a buying decision. And this guy was not really to spend that time. His own was just to do webinar on WhatsApp and just move to the next. So what did I do? I told him, boss, I know that you're a very busy man, but I would like to help you write some compelling sales copies so that you can use it towards convert, clients, potential people that joined your training into towards clients. And he was very skeptical about it. And I told him he should give me a chance, that if he gives me a chance, I'm going to pull in some sales for him daily. you know, when you're able to give your customer, when you're able to show your customers that yet you can give them results, then they'll give you a chance. So what did I do? When he gave me a chance to like sell, so I now went, I started writing, I was writing three new sales copies every day for affiliate marketing. Just like the way I taught you guys yesterday. Then there was nothing like AI. So I was writing copies from scratch. If you're interested, I said find out how newbies are making 100 to 500K with affiliate marketing with just their smartphone in 2020, in 2021, that time. And people will read the copy and people will buy. People will start paying the 60,000 just for one copy. I started thinking I was using jazz. Sometimes when you start making sales in your business or your online business, you start thinking you're using jazz. People will be sending me proof of payment. Hello, I've paid or I've paid. Oh. And people were sending me proof of payment because I was the one sending the copies in. Because they said, okay, this Egbo doesn't have time. Let them send me the proof of payment. Now, the people I was seeing every day, I was seeing more than 6 people, more than 5 people on bad days. I'm seeing 3 people paying 60,000 naira for a course. The name of that course then was 72 IG. I don't know whether many of you would know that course. People were paying for that course, paying hard-earned money for that course. And I was wondering, like, really? And the guy was, when they sent me the proof of payment, I just forwarded it to him. And I said, this is first one, I'll use find out how to write, find out how to make money with affiliate marketing. The second copy, I'll use another thing. In a day, I'm writing different copies. And guess what? I did this thing for him for 3 good weeks, made a lot of sales. Before I decided to I was so crazy. I was like, so people make money from this affiliate marketing thing. I decided to take my own affiliate marketing serious because I saw how he was making money. So all those copy I used for selling his products, I now compiled it and put them in a Google Drive, and that formed my portfolio. And guess what? That guy has never forgotten me because even when he started doing crypto, even when he started doing forex, he started recommending me towards high level, people that wanted to do copywriting. And guess what? They were not paying small because the guy has already hyped me to his circle. And his circle are not people that are doing small change. Their circles are doing dollars. When you're talking in tens $100, $1,000 ish. You understand? So, that is one way towards, build your portfolio by writing copies, by doing free jobs for people. So that was one way I built my portfolio. That was the first way. So I have some other ways here for you to build your portfolio. So the next way for you to build your portfolio is doing an actual job. Now, doing an actual job. So after I wrote that copy for that guy, I started trying affiliate marketing, and affiliate marketing was not working for me, unfortunately, because I didn't have the budget to run advertisements. And that is why I tell you that it's not every business that somebody did that will work for you. Not every business that somebody did that is working for somebody that will work for you. Some businesses you have to actually invest. And I did not come from a rich family. I did not have rich uncles, rich auntie. I did not have any capital reserves to be using 100K or 50K to run ads as seed capital as I did. So I had no hope. The only thing I did was there was a mentor I have. My mentor still John Obidi. He said, "Use what you have because of what you have is plenty." I started looking, what do I have? I don't have money. I don't have any. He said, use what you have, for what you have is plenty. The only thing I had then was my copywriting skills. So I started using that copywriting skills towards start landing jobs. I started pitching on Instagram, because pitching on Instagram, pitching on Facebook, pitching on LinkedIn requires zero cost. You're not paying any money. Nobody is charging you anything. Your job is just to tell them how good you are and how you can help them improve sales or revamp their website and all that. So that was what I did. That was what I was doing. And I was making, getting clients here and there. And guess what? That guy that I did free job again came. And that was when he wanted to like upgrade he wanted some VSLs. VSLs is a like slide presentation. Those guys, they don't have time. So he was the one that paid me my first real good plenty money just to create very, very simple VSL. Now that reminds me to copywriting. Copywriting is not just about writing sales copy. Copywriting is not just about doing or writing for foreign clients. A client can actually tell you that you should help them with create a sales copy VSL. That is a video sales letter. A video sales letter is something like this, like all these things I am doing right now. A video sales letter is like all these slides, just all this, like creating slides that can words that it is very, very easy for words a client whereby if it goes live, it's very, very easy to what for him to what present. You understand? So all these wordings, all these things are persuasive wordings that that gets into the next thing. You understand? So this is not even why this my trainings, I don't even create them in a video sales letter, because I'm not attempting to sell. Video sales letter is when you're attempting to sell. Like this, the way I design my training, I'm not really interested in selling. I just want to give value. So that is why my slide doesn't have persuasive words. But if I should create video sales letter that had persuasive word from day one, copywriting challenge day 4, I'll start saying something like, if you really want to do XYZ figure by the end of 2026, then you need to watch to the end. If you watch to the end, you're going to get XYZ gifts. Only people that stay to the S will get my secret framework, blah, blah, blah. You now infuse urgency in the next thing. It was me that used to write all those kind of letter. In the next page, you're saying, there's a particular discount I'm going to be giving to the first 5 people, blah, 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 blah. Now let's go straight to the training. In 2022, I was this, I was that, I was this, but something changed my life. Video sales letters are it's copywriters that write all those things. How many of you can relate? Oh my God, I was not even sharing my screen. No. So how many of you can relate? Like, how many of you can relate to those video sales letter? Video sales letter. How many of you can relate to all those, from day one, from slide one, you're already selling. From slide one, you're already selling. You're already compelling people. You're already instilling fear. Because one of the ways to make sales on this online space is when you can, exaggerate people's pain points. This is a tool. Sales is psychology. One of the ways to sell as a copywriter is towards find out people's pain points, exaggerate it, escalate it, then offer a solution that can solve that problem that you've escalated. That is how to sell. So my job was basically towards write a sales message in a form that every slide, had a persuasive sales letter. And guess what? When I finished writing that slide for that guy, this guy used it towards close a lot of sales. He recommended me to a lot of people, and I made so much money from that action. So how many of you know you can relate to all those video sales letter? There are some video courses that you want to buy. You just click them on Facebook. You're not talking to anybody. Nobody is talking to you. Just sales, just like a slide presentation, and the person is talking, and the person is talking. Everything in that sales letter is called what? A video word sales letter. So that is exactly what I did. So I did an actual work and I made some good money. And that was when I knew that, say, I am going to stay in this copywriting thing. So that was when I started writing for foreign clients, not just foreign clients. When you talk about copywriting, everybody thinks it's just all about foreign clients. Yes, it's not just about foreign clients. You can also write for words, you can also write for local clients. I've written for local clients. In fact, some of the people I've written for are local clients. Even though many of them will not pay well and they will stress you, but it's still a way to boost up your income. You understand? When you're starting, you don't need to be selecting whether is local clients or. So somebody is asking, what is the meaning of PAS? The meaning of PAS is what? Problem, agitation, and solution. It's a copywriting framework that is used to what? Write a sales letter or a video sales letter. So that is another way to what? And when you finish writing, doing all those jobs, your job is to put it into a portfolio, into your word portfolio. I'm going to show you guys what portfolio is after this, before the end of this class. Now, this class is not just me talking. We are going to be doing, a presentation. I'm going to be going on, all these freelance platforms to do some work. So the next way to build your portfolio is through what? Group work. Is through what? Group work. What is group work? Group work is all about, you know, how many of you remember when you were writing projects in the university? Or when you remember your lecturers. When your lecturers they write a paper. When they write a paper, they actually, you see somebody, Dr. Nwenze, Dr. Umei, Dr. Michael, just one person wrote something, application of linear programming to mathematics using simplest method, by Dr. Uweze slash Dr. So it will mean like all those three lecturers combined together to write just one copy. Guess what? All those three lecturers, all the works will be what attributed to them. It will be they can all have the copy as their own. You understand? Regardless of who is the initiator of those things. Like my projects, when I finished writing my project supervisor dead told me that my project is good, that she would like to publish it. She would like to publish the paper. Understand? So put my name there, a whole small Uzoma or Anibo, and put her name, Dr. Khadija, blah, blah, blah. So that was a group work. I was the one doing the work, but she was the supervisor and her name was there. So it's just like us publishing a work that's in our field. So that is how you can, that is, and how can you get group work? You may be saying, BOSSUHZI, right now, I'm just a boy, I'm just a girl. I don't have anybody, I don't have any community, I don't have anybody that I can work with. You understand? I don't have anybody I can work, but that is a big lie because you always have people you can work with. You can always collaborate with your colleagues in your group, in your mentorship group, in your, anywhere in a group of copywriters. When you see somebody's work that is very, very good in your mentorship group, like I have a personal mentorship group and people submit their jobs every day. When you see somebody work that is good, you DM the person and tell the person, please, I love your, let me send this, let me remind my people that we are live so that we can, they will not miss so much. Please give me a minute. We are live. Learn how to build portfolio. All right. So just so that everybody, let it be justified that I sent this to everyone because most times I just like to start. I feel like we've done day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4 for me to be reminding everybody that we are live. So So I just felt like that, but unfortunately, people still need to be reminded. That is why in sales, one of the biggest secrets in sales is that you need to be consistent with your follow up. You need to be consistent with your follow up because you're selling one thing. Don't think that people already know what you're selling. You need to consistently put it in their faces, and that is why people run ads. Like tomorrow, next tomorrow, you probably see my ads again. It is sales. Sales is what consistency. Sales is what visibility. Without that visibility, you can't make that sale. So you can see. So let's go. So the next thing is, remember I said, like, we were talking about what we're talking about. I think the views are going to go up very soon because I've reminded my people. So, but if you're here, you've not liked the video, just kindly like. So the third one is what doing group work. When you write a good copy, like one of my, in my copywriting, community, there's one guy. I used to tell him he's one of the best copywriters in the group. I don't want to mention his name before many people. When you guys join the mentorship right now, you guys will start meeting him. Please give me your copies. No, this guy is so good, and when he writes copy, he writes as if he's a computer, like so fine. And you know every some people can just go to him and say, my guy, please give me this your copy, I like it, I want to also add it to my portfolio as well, so that he will give you, because he's freely he was written, freely giving, or he just tells you his condition. You cannot get good copies like that if you're not in that vicinity. If you're just like a lot of us now, you know what you guys did in the group in your assignment. Like, even before I started this class, I was reviewing some assignment. I know that I'll still review it and give gradings after this class. But I was seeing some work. I was like, upon all the things I taught yesterday, why are people still making their work so clumsy? I'll still grade you. So it is when you join a seasoned mentorship class that you will find out who is the best. And iron sharpens iron. When you see people that are very, very good, you imitate and you become better. So I'm going to be showing you an example of what a portfolio. So another one is internship. Another way to build your portfolio is through what internship. Now, internship is just you shadowing somebody that is doing well. You want to be like somebody, you want to be a consultant, you want to be a sales strategist, you want to be a copywriter. Find the copywriter sifu, find the copywriting boss, then learn under him. You can do an intern by just telling him that you would like to help him do some certain things, just to ease work for him. But most times, before you become an intern, you need to actually need to actually make some financial investment, because people will not just trust you with access like that. You must show that yes, you worth proximity. Now, because I'm a good copywriter now and I want to go, and doesn't mean I'll just go to Tony Elumelo. Tony Elumelo, I'm a very good copywriter, I want to intern for you for free. We'll just say, I beg, carry your freeness and go away from here. I must have invested in his brand, maybe on his birthday, buy him something. He knows who I am. I must have bought his program or his course, or maybe open one big account or invested in what Transcorp. Then when I'm saying I want to be an intern, it will be very easy for him to listen. So the problem with internship is that in Nigeria, people would always want to use you, but don't be used. Know when it's time for you to stop. Let your internship be in your own terms. Know that there was a lady that was working for me, and I really, really appreciate her very much. I'll mention her name here, Charity Princess. Bosses, I would like to help you do one or two things and all. And for a particular time, she helped you in 3 months. She said, Bosses, thank you so much for your service. I really appreciate working with you. Right now, I want to go and use all I've learned from you to go and build my own community and all. And I was like happy. Internship is not supposed to hold anybody down. So the next way to build your portfolio is through certification. When you create your Upwork portfolio, or when you create your Upwork profile or Fiverr, there is a place for filling up your certification. Very, very important. So if you have no certification and you say you want to land copywriting job, people that are going to employ you to just be like a risk. Remember, like a surgeon, you want to operate on somebody, but you've never passed through surgical school. It is a risky thing. Number 6 way is through mentorship. Mentorship is one of the ways towards mentorship is like a ladder. Instead of struggling by yourself towards do many things, you just have a mentor that he has a curriculum, probably a course or something, then a mentorship system just to what continuously guide you. And that is what my program is all about, the DWC, the copywriting sales, copy dominate with copywriting class. Like I've been telling you guys, it's 25,000 naira, but because I'm still in my birthday season, my birthday is tomorrow, and I'm going to be still be leaving it for like 4,997. So if anybody's interested, after my birthday period, the price goes up towards it goes up back towards 25,000. So I want to ask you this final question. What are your top three ways to what build your portfolio? What are your top three ways to what build your portfolio? Put it in the comment section. What are your top three ways to what build your portfolio? Now, what are your top three ways to what build your portfolio? Put it in the comment section. Let me see. So let me show you guys some people's, some people's portfolio, and some of the kind of copies that we have in our community. So owned by, not owned by me. So see some of the copies that in my community, these are some of my student copies. These are the standard of, this is how they write, some of them. So different, you can see this is how some of them writes. This is how some of my students write. Very, most of them have gotten so competent and very, very confident. So you can see all the things I have taught. You can see all the things, and you can see all the things I've taught. A lot of them, they are very, very, skilled with spacing. Like this is a particular, a particular test job for one of their products, for one test product like that. So another person's, copy, and this is another person copy, and you can see I corrected this one in the group. I told the girl what she should do change. This is another person's work, another person's work. This is another person's work. When I see something that is not good, I correct it. This person is selling a particular product. This is just like a copy plus a word blog article. So there is another person work. These are like my personal student work. How to eliminate skin infection. This is another person's work. They are preparing for their clients and they are getting real-time evaluation. You can see all these images. These are the add-ons that I hope I'm sharing my screen. Oh, yeah, okay, great. So these are the what add-ons that they do. All these things, you can't be motivated on your own towards write this kind of copy by yourself. You will just be tired. You understand? So that is the reason why you're here. See a kind of copy here. See this guy. I think who owns this copy? Let me see this person. This person is badass. This is one of my students. This person is bad. Okay, Precious. This is Precious copy. Her copies is badass. Her copy communicates. Remember what I was telling you guys yesterday? I was telling you guys about copy communication. When you're writing a copy, let your copy word communicate. And this is what Precious copy does. It communicates because you're seeing an image. This is how a sales letter really is. You understand? And she's giving you the opportunity to like press the button, and she's just giving you she's giving the client a real-time stimulation of how the copy should be, even though I gave her some correction. You understand? Now imagine you have all these people in your mentorship circle, and these people can tell you, okay, I want to like take this. Can you give me access to this your work? Two of them correct it by themselves. See another person's work. You understand? So let me keep showing you some of these are the copies I reviewed today. Yeah, a lot. I review a minimum of 20 copies daily. Review a minimum of 20 copies daily. That is when you're my student, I give you real time, that was a short copy. I give you real time, real time evaluation. This is another person's copy, and I told the person what should change, capitalize the headlines. There's a particular copy I'm actually looking for, though. So I'll show you guys the standards. Maybe it's this one, funnel. Okay, not this one. Now, I review a lot of copies daily. So, Okay, this is Roots. This is Roots portfolio. So this is one of my students. She did her portfolio using Google Docs. Understand? This is one of my students. She did her portfolio using Google Docs. But I'm going to show you guys. These are certificates. You can see from the words College of Copywriting, Sales and Marketing. And this is our certificate. See me. I'm the Vice Chancellor. So this is our portfolio. She's already created. She's already ready towards land job. You can see how it is. You can't achieve this thing when you're learning from ChatGPT. Who is going to review it? Who is going to attend to you? Who is going to what? Who is going to supervise your progress? You can see another person's work. This person wrote this is a real-time stimulation of what a client will really want and pay for. You can see this copy communicates. Who owns this copy? Let me check. So these copies, you can see the communications of what the communications of the colors. You can see are you sleeping 7 to 9, 7 to 8 hours and still waking up? Even though I corrected this person, I told this guy to what capitalize each first word, and this is how I do it. I just comment on their work. I comment on their work most times. So if you want to join my copywriting mentorship group, this is one of the things you're going to get access to. I can show you guys more. This person wrote email copies. If you're looking for how to write email copies, this is exactly how to write email sequence. Email 1, email 2, email 3, all these things. These guys are already pro. They are doing real life stimulations of jobs. You understand? So don't dull yourself. If you really want to build your copywriting, skills, go and get into systems that would help you, build. So right now, I want to be doing a real-time job. I want to be going to Upwork. I want to share my screen and grow to Upwork so that we can get job on. I can show you what is possible on freelance platforms, how you can get job on all these freelance platforms. Today we are going to be using, should we use Fiverr or Upwork? Let us use Upwork. Let's use Upwork. Everything is almost the same. So if you're not familiar with Upwork, then you need to register. You need to just sign in. You understand? But if you have an account already, you don't need to. If you have an account, just log in. You understand? You just log in your account. So this is an Upwork profile. This is an Upwork.com. And click on login. If you have an account, you just log in. It's very, very easy to log in. If you don't have an account, just start creating an account. You sign up, you click. If you have an account, it is login. So like this, I am going to sign in. I'm going to be signing in with Google. Let me not share place so that YouTube doesn't restrict me, thinking I'm offering some personal details online. So I'm just going to log into my Upwork account, and when I'm done with that, I'll just share my screen. So I can see some of the things you guys said in the comment section. One of the ways to build your portfolio is certification, mentorship, internship. Very good. Free job, very good. Doing an actual job, very good. Every way is very good. Every way is very, very good. So let me show you guys what it means like to get a job. I hope so that many of us can refresh our brain. So this is my tests. This I called it my demo Upwork account. This is the account I use to teach my students. And the first thing I like teaching people when you have your Upwork account is not to teaching for job. There are things you need to complete. There are some things you need to complete, things like completing your profile. Because if you have the best pitch in the world and your profile is not well optimized, you've not filled in some of the requirements there, you don't have certification, everybody will just run away from you. Like I said, nobody is going to employ someone that is a novice. You understand? So you need to upgrade your profile. So there's supposed to be something like there's supposed to be a profile bar here telling us how many percent. Yeah, I think it has not. Okay, yeah. So you can see 90%, you understand? So this is it. So you just need to complete your word profile, because this profile quality is what to at least complete your profile quality to 70 to 8%. You understand? Very, very important. So when you finish completing your profile, I don't want to open it. When we in the mentorship section, I'm going to be showing you how to be filling all those things one by one to get your account ready and well optimized. So after you've done that, the next thing you need to do is let us just go toward landing jobs. Now there are a lot of jobs that pay heavily here, but our find a what copywriting job. Remember, we are doing copywriting, so our job is what to find what copywriting job. So I'm just going to click here and search copywriting. In the search bar, I'll just search copywriting. Yes, copywriting. Yes, copywriting, and click here. And when I click on copywriting, I just click on search. It just takes me. I think network is bad. Network is doing as if it's bad. Network is doing as if it's bad. Is it bad? Why is network bad now? Oh, oh, I forgot to show you guys some things. So I forgot to show you guys some my student portfolio. But these are their portfolio, profile. You can see how their portfolio is. Some of them have website copies, sales copies, email copies. These are the things they've done in the past. You understand? So this is another person. This is Precious. So we have I think Farouk even joined recently. Farouk. Oh, Farouk has even done a lot. Wow. Farouk, where did you get the energy to do all this job? Farouk, you just joined last week. How did you get the energy to do all these jobs, all this work? That is what you call with the energy that comes with our mentorship group. You will work hard. And we have Genevieve, one of our very nice students. You can see our portfolio. Everything is filled up. Website copy, social media copy, SEO blog post. When somebody sees this copy, why won't they employ her? Email marketing copies. You understand? You can see some of the email campaigns has done, even though she's a starting copywriter. But that is not what we are going to be looking at today. Let us continue with our Upwork. So I'm verifying that I'm human being. Like I said, if you're interested in joining the mentorship program, it is 25,000 naira, but I'm still giving it at a discount of what, I'm still giving it a discount of 4,997. If you're interested, the link or the payment system is in the group description. Or I can just send it here. I can just send it here. BOSSUHZI Consults, Moniepoint, Moniepoint. Then the account number is 90318336. Then you can pay 4,997. You can dash me the remaining. So that is the details there. I'm going to pin it. So if you're interested, you can join immediately after this class. I'm going to be onboarding you immediately. Welcome in advance. So let's go back to our Upwork and see what we can do. Let's see what we can do right now with AI. What is the problem? What is the problem? So let us just load it again. All right, it is opening. I think the network is bad. Network is bad. So Upwork. And network is bad. I'm even surprised the network that is going for this. You see, the way NEPA is bad in our country, that is the same way network is bad. Everything is almost bad. But you know, you don't need to. There's a lot of setback as a remote worker. But one thing that you for yourself is just try to take a step further every day. Just try to move forward every day. That is the game. If you don't move forward every day, there's nothing for you. Some days you not feel like working, some days you not feel like writing, some days you not feel like creating content. But it is those bad days that when you decide to eventually step up, that those are the days that that is where you produce magic. So I want to motivate everyone. Yeah, many of us don't even have data we are using to watch these things, but some of us are just doing it just to honor the future that we are trying to build for ourselves. Let me tell you something. You are doing the right thing and it will pay up eventually. It will pay off eventually. So if we cannot click on copywriting job there, we'll just take it. We can just log in. We can just take any job from the front page so that we can just do a real life stimulation of how to send your portfolio so that we'll just do it and go immediately. Yes, let us just find a job here. So because I'm trying to click on copywriting job. I can't see. So we can see some job in the front. Cold email copywriter to optimize outreach templates. You can see email marketing specialist. You can also see this one. This one is looking for script writer, but we're not script writers, we are copywriters. Script writers is different from copywriter. So you can see this one, proofreading assistant for email marketing. You can see. So, and how much are these people willing to spend? They're willing to spend 200 and what? $40. $240. It's not even a bad idea. Let's check how much is $240. So, no, before I apply for any job, I like checking it. $240 times 140. So 336 every month. At least if you make that twice, is good for you. So you can see what this person wants. Hi, I am looking for a creative writing assistant to help produce short original written. I hope I'm sharing my screen. All right. Okay, I'm sharing my screen, but it's not really deep. So you can see what this thing is looking for. Hi, I am looking for a creative to write, you know, you you receive a theme or idea and your task is to turn it into an engaging piece. Remember what I said, AI can do those things for us. So why shouldn't you grab this job? You can see job they cry, job they cry. This job now beans. If you can apply for this job right now, you apply and just start doing it. The problem is many of us don't want to, don't want to, like, let me not even talk. So now let's apply for this job. Now, for us to apply for this job, AI is going to also help us so that we'll come up with the best, solution. I'm just going to do it the lazy way. In the course, I'll teach you guys the main way. So you go back to your ChatGPT. Since I copied everything here, just tell ChatGPT, hello Chat, I saw this job. On Upwork, and I want to apply for it. Here is the details. Then create number one, create the words cover letter and proposal for me, because that is what they require. So my name is Uzoma Oranibo, and ChatGPT will probably need my number or my email or something. So I'll just give the AI everything so that it will just put everything there in the letter. Just give it all your information so that, or you don't even need to put your number because they'll never use it for anything. But for WhatsApp eventually. So just, so this is the pitch I'm just sending ChatGPT, everything that was put in that word. So I'm just going to click on it, and ChatGPT just does the words cover letter for me. So you can see what it's doing for me. Hello, my name is blah, blah, blah. I would love to assist you in XYZ. You can see very, 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 very easy. You understand? So right now we already have our about cover letter. So you just copy it. And you take it. You don't just copy and paste like that. You take it into your Google Docs. You take it into your Google Docs, open a new folder and paste it there. When you paste it there, that is where you start scrutinizing and you start doing the spacing. You start doing your spacing. Make sure you space it well, so that even if you're sending it as a PDF, it's well spaced and people can see what. Remember, I told you, writing is not just words, it's communication of spacing, communication of fonts, it's communication of, and you can also do it with also make it words double line spacing. Just make it bigger and you can increase the font. So these are the things you do. Then you can now download it as what? PDF. Download it as what? PDF. So that's, and Google Docs help you to do all those things. Just make sure you're naming it well. So when you download it as PDF, this is how it will appear. Very, very clean. So this is what you do. And this cover letter is not complete. I'm just rushing. But there are a lot of things you need to do. You need to still add some very, very important links here. So when you're done here, you just click on what apply. And when you click on apply, it just tells you to do one or two things, verify, and you just submit your cover letter, submit your the PDF and all that. You understand? So right now, I'm not going to be going forward to this because I think the network is getting slow here. Tomorrow we are going to talk about this one. Tomorrow we are going to talk about this. But right now, I want to teach you guys how to create a simple portfolio using Gamma. So there's an application called Gamma.ai. It can help anybody, even as you are a beginner right now. It can help you create your website portfolio already. All right, thank you. So if you just made payment, just send me the proof of payment to my number. No, thank you. Congratulations to you, Charity. So now this is Gamma. Now in Gamma you can create a full website. You can create your portfolio website. I think I have some students that did their Gamma work. Let me check my history. Okay, now let me not open my history here. So this is it. This is just where you can create your website. So you can just go over to what generates. When you generate, you click on a web page. You click on generate web page, and you can now tell it something like, I am a copywriter. I am a copywriter. Kindly, I am a what? You can say I am a I am a sales copyright, sales, or I am a SEO copywriter. Kindly create a one page portfolio website for me. You understand? You don't even need to do too much prompting. So it will just do that for you. It will probably ask you your name and all that. Or if you just tweak it. You can just tweak it. You can just put my name, my name, my name is Daniel. My name is Daniel Simon. Or my name is Charity, my new student. My name is Charity. And my name is Charity. So don't leave it like that. So generate outline. So in the outline, it will generate everything you've given. That's why when it comes to prompting, you need to give it everything so that it prompts it very, very well for you. So you just click on generate, and you will see, guys, it will create a full website for you. So that when your clients see your website, they say, this one serve. We know go joke with this one. This one is a professional, copywriter. You will see what it will do for us right now. Oh, congratulations, Ngozi. Congratulations, Ngozi. After this class, I am going to be onboarding everybody that has paid. Oh my God, I think the network is, there's network issue. There's network issue, but let us be patient. But previously, see some of the work we've done before in the past. I wanted to open my students' own, but I don't have access to some of their work right now, some of their Gamma pages, some of their Gamma websites. You understand? So see some of the work we've done in the past. This one was the one I did, last week with our last week students. You can see this one is just simple prompting. Simple prompting. You're not giving no website designer is creating anything for you. This is just a simple website that when you finish prompting, the only thing you just do is to publish your website. When you publish your website, it gives you a website link. So I'm going to be dropping the link for the Gamma in the group description. I'm going to be dropping that link, a specific link for you guys. So the link you guys will use to open your Gamma so that you can have some credits. What do I after so my site has been published. So let me click on my website. Let me see how. So let me view my website. So this is how my website it will show when a client clicks on it. This is how my website will show when a client clicked on it. So I've already done some work in the past. Because of network, I couldn't do a new prompting. But let us see whether the prompting we did before has worked. Okay, the prompting we did before, this was the one I was trying to do, but okay, charity. This is charity own. So this is charity. So let's see how charity own is printing out. But basically, you guys should just practice this by yourself. You can see this is where proven client that have worked with you will just be dropping their testimony. It is just your job to what fill up all these things, but AI will give you the word structure. But see a full job, yeah, see a full job. The first place is your name, hire me. This is a place. When they click on this place, they probably would text you in your email. When they click on this place, they probably get access to your portfolio, what you've done. Welcome to my copywriting job world. What do? You do what? Conversion, focus, web copy, and email this thing. All these things you don't even need to stress. All these things are done by AI, and clients love it when you're diligent. About me, you're creative. I discovered copywriting through storytelling, marketing, blah blah blah. My strengths, approach. Even though customers know that you used AI, but they'll appreciate the fact that you're diligent. You can see your service. What service do you offer? Website copies, email copies, social media, long form, case study, and all that. So people will appreciate you because of your diligence. So featured projects, tech startup, involved for tech startup, non-profit fundraise, non-profit fundraising email, blah blah blah. Writing sample. This is where you just connect your samples, the things you've done. You just connect them here, and there's a way to do that. There's a way to link everything together. So testimonial of people that have worked with you, Monica, blah blah blah. You understand? You blog inside. So it's just for you to just do a little bit of editing. So this is the one we just created right now from Charity. You can see how it is. Just one created something. All you just need to do is to just change the images and put your own image and all that. So with that being said, I hope that we are done for now. Let us end this class right now so that we don't just there'll be no there'll be no overload of information. So ladies and gentlemen, at this point, I'll just like to take questions. I know that many of you would like to ask specific questions. You like to ask specific questions on how you can just do some things. I know not everybody is a beginner copywriter, so some people want to ask a specific question. So you can ask your question. Just put your question in the comment section. Sir, to add your sir to add your withdrawal to add your withdrawal account details on Upwork, they request your TIN number. Yes, everybody should have a TIN number now. Like everybody, nobody is small now. You should have a TIN number because as a freelancer, you're not just a person again, you're a business. So, and Nigeria is now collecting tax. So when you register your business name, with that 15,000, the CAC is going to give you a TIN number. Is automatically generated. So is that TIN number you just be putting in your Upwork because so that they'll be it's not like they're taking your money, they'll just be updating it for you. Nobody takes your money, they'll pay you your money fully. Is you when you're filing your tax returns. That is how you do it. So please, how can I add picture on Gamma? It's very, very easy. You explore. So how do you add picture? Um how do you add picture? Like now, this is a picture here. You can delete this picture. When you delete this picture, you can click on and add any picture. You can either add an AI picture, or you can add what's the one that you did by yourself. So you click on AI picture, you click on email upload. So they'll ask you for the upload. You click on the one that you want to upload. You can upload anything from anything from your diary. You understand? Click on any one, it will change. That's how you do it for the rest. And when you do it, it will just automatically come. So that is how to change picture. You can change all the pictures that you did not like here. You can even use AI to automatically generate pictures for yourself. You understand? Oh my God, I was not sharing my screen. I forget to share my screen. Yeah, I forgot to share my screen again. Always forgetting to share my screen. So guys, see how to change picture. When you want to change picture, just go to the picture you want to change in Gamma. Just go to the picture you want to change. And when you click on the picture, you click on what delete. When you click on delete, you just click on the insert picture back, and it will show you, do you want to add the AI picture? You say no. You go here, the drop down, and click on the upload image. When you click on upload image, click here to upload image. So anyone, you can just upload anyone. You understand? So this is it. I just uploaded this particular one. I change it. That is how you can change every image. You understand? You can change every image. So before today's class, and let me use this opportunity towards tell you once more about the the DWC program. A lot of us don't really understand mentorship is, and most times I am very very careful so I don't over exaggerate what this offer is, because I like giving, I like talking about it fewer times, but when you get into the program you're going to be overwhelmed and surprised by the value this contains. So basically, this program, the promise of this program is just to help you become a copywriter, just to help you become a copywriter that earns at least, good amount of money monthly, like with diligence, you understand? And it is not just about talk. Over 15,000 of my students, over 15,000 of my students have trained. I used to have a program called CSM Bootcamp, and I have trained over 15,000 then. That program used to sell for 30,000, but I realized that, oh, let me do something for my people. Let me reduce my pricing and just sell CSM maybe once in a year. This year I am just interested in more people. So this was how I was many years ago. I grew into this, selling in Yaba Market. Yaba Market taught me a lot that nobody really cares about you. Nobody cares whether you went to school and you got a first class or a second class upper. Once you don't have the financial wherewithal, you're going to sit down in shop and sell. You understand? So nobody cared. It was when I decided to take the bulls by the horn. In just 2 years, God transformed my life. 2021, 2022, 2023, I left my parents' house, got my own house, furnished by a good apartment. You can see how I stay in a very, very good apartment by God's grace. This place is one of the spaces in my apartment. Yes, not the best, but something very good. At least when you come out from a place that you've been staying for 10 years without electricity, to come in a place that even though there is no light, you have inverter system, you have an air conditioner system, nobody is disturbing you, no children for now, and at least you live life happily. You have mobility, and all these things is just gotten online. you know, Many people told me, but Susie, go and learn skills, go and learn how to do this one, go and learn YouTube, go and learn. People will just go and learn forex. People will just be investing their thoughts, or investing their frustration, or what they fail to try on you. Don't just try anything that they tell you. Make sure you're trying something that is proven to work. So if you want to follow my path, that is why I created the words Dominate with Words copywriting program. Like I said, it is a full-blown transformational program that would give you the important skills you need towards transcend, to know how to sell using your words in this time and age. So that is exactly what this program is going to do for you. And there are a lot of things you're going to be learning in this program. In fact, see some of the benefits. This is how the program is being taken. It's a self-paced program. We have live sessions. We have access to community. You have access to templates, my free books, everything you have access, and the 30 days teaching, plus mentorship, which is the most important. These are some of my students that have taken my course. These are their testimonies. We also have different testimonies, and these are just what you're going to be learning. The A to Z of copywriting. You're going to learn how to write, use unique attraction systems to capture readers. You're going to learn how to write hooks. You're going to learn how to tell stories emotionally. You're going to learn how to do audience research. You're going to understand freelancing from A to Z. You're going to understand how to build your portfolio. This is a portfolio blueprint. Everything we've done today, we are going to do it again in a more simplified manner. I'm going to teach you how to optimize your word freelance profile. These are what email copywriting from A to Z. Some of my students are already writing emails for clients. I'm going to teach you how to write sales copy, what we're trying to do yesterday. And I'm going to show you how to use AI assistant towards write copies, not the copy and paste we all do. Then I'm going to show you how to get clients offline. Then we're also going to teach you how to become a content creator, a copywriting content creator, whether it's faceless or showing your face. And all this is just valued at what 25,000 naira. But currently, I am still giving out for a discount of 4,997. Discount is going to be ending on Friday. So if you can make payment right now and join the program, why not? So that you don't just wait till Friday and start rushing when it's 9 minutes. When you pay, you get access immediately and you start learning. You can pay to either the Moniepoint or you can pay to the GT Bank. No other accounts, or maybe the OPay if you see it. But I think these two bank accounts is one of the ones that I recommend. So people have been saying a lot of things, and don't just think BOSSUHZI just came from nowhere. Me myself, I have mentors. And I have mentors like John Obidin and some other people. I have mentors like Emeka Onobis, like Homer. Homer is my colleague, though. We have Salem King. We also have Ronald Nzimora, one of the best e-commerce experts. I've learned from the people that really, really have made this money online. So I've also learned from Jimmy Tewe from Dallas. So, there's a lot. And when you're going to be getting this program, you're going to be getting some other benefits like my 7-figure copywriting, secret book is an ebook valued at what 5,000 naira. Mindset boost. I'm also going to be giving you my free program on how to create your ebook. It's an ebook creation course. It's an audio and video series. You're going to be getting it for free. You're going to be getting the affiliate marketing secret ebook for free as well. So, and you're also going to be getting access to my library, all for just what? All for just a token of 5,000 naira. Now, I call it a token not because I am demeaning the money, but for what you're going to be getting from this course, it is really a token. So if you're interested, all I want you to do is what? Just payment and send me the proof of payment in my DM. So with that being said, is there anybody that has any more question to ask? If you have any more question to ask, just let me know. So somebody said, share your screen. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Daniel, were you in CSM bootcamp? Daniel, were you in CSM bootcamp? All right. Can we use a TIN number given to us at our? Yes, you can use your TIN number at your workplace. But Charity, you don't even need to worry about that. Upwork is not the only place that gets job. Upwork is not even the only place you get job. There are a lot of places to get job, to land job online. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for joining me. Tomorrow is the grand finale, and tomorrow I am going to be on my graduation regalia, my final regalia. So I am going to be inducting you all to the copywriting world by tomorrow. I'm going to be telling you guys to go. Please and please, if you have anybody that is supposed to be here, you have a friend, you have a colleague that is supposed to learn copywriting, you can always invite them to the group. So network did not let me understand today. Yeah, tomorrow is going to be ending. Tomorrow this challenge ends. So anything you want, just check the group description. Every information is there. Please, if you got value from today's class, let me know that I did not just come here and waste your time. If you got value, just type in the comment section value. Just type in the comment section value. If you got value from today's expository class, just type value in the comment section. At least one or two values are there, and I'll know that today was well spent and I did not just waste your time. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Ibrahim, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And at least one person said he got value. That means every other person got. Okay, Victor Adewale. Victor Adekule. Victor that doesn't even used to talk. Thank you so much. So we're going to be coming here again tomorrow. Tomorrow is my birthday. Just a few more minutes to my birthday or a few more hours. I'm grateful to life. I'm grateful to God for everything that has happened. Thank God, because I would have been in Zenith Bank right now working and maybe coming back home late. There will be no opportunity towards teach. But thank God I am here today, just sharing what I know and teaching you guys. Thank you so much, guys. Tomorrow. So in Emeka just say value, I'll rewatch it. All right. Good night, everyone, and God bless you. See you tomorrow and have a lovely evening. Thank you.